I've been doing calendars this morning. We want to pick some spuds up from Bill's for Christmas dinner. The lads have been tidying the workshop and we've now got some floor space. The plan was that we'd empty the workshop, paint half the floor, move it across, paint the other half the floor, sort of this time of year before Christmas, but we've been doing so much with the tractor room that hasn't happened. Anyway, over to the cool wall. I need to get Olivia to print a picture out of the class, and I think it probably is Sub-Zero because it's awesome and it drives really well on the road, and that was yesterday was the first time I had a proper go of it, so that was great. Oh yeah, and I did put on the text yesterday, but we £414, and one of the guys' dad made it up to 450 quid last night, so that wasn't bad just for a few hours parking outside Tesco. So if you're doing any sort of tractor runs or anything like that, have a word with your local supermarket and see if you can raise your profile a little bit more and do something like that, because it'd be great. Big brew room tidy up. Don't want to throw that out. That's the handbook for the 758.
Ain't got any more.
I know what someone has. Look at this now. Room day today. Thank a farmer. Your harvest banner as well. T&J are here for wheat, and I can't find. Oh, it's there. I can't find the merlo anywhere. My dad's on one, but the one that we wanted to use, it was clean. It had the tractor lights on and stuff like that. Couldn't find it. Anyway, it's hidden round the corner. We've got diesel, so we can fill it up. For some reason, one of them fans has jumped off the top and landed there. I don't know how it's done that, but it's jumped out the pile of wheat. Anyway, load him up now. Got quite a bit of wheat and oilseed rape going out over Christmas, and there was supposed to be 5 loads of barley as well, but I don't know why that's not gone out yet. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's just if it was gone in December, it'd give us a little bit more room in the shed, but never mind. Yeah, so he'll take about 29 tonne now. This is just feed wheat. We haven't got any milling wheat this year. He didn't make the grade, but even feed wheat now is around £230 a tonne, which isn't too bad at all, really. Local haulier taking it, T&J as well. I forgot to charge that camera up. That camera would have been good on the bucket just to see how full the wagon's getting, whether to fill the front or the back. Anyway, I'm going to have to make sure to charge it up, because I think some days next week we've got 4 or 5 load a day going out, so we've got the camera charged up then. Be able to fill them quicker, because I won't be worried about spilling it on the yard or spilling it on the shed floor if they're back in the shed, if the shed gets empty enough. If anyone's watching from sort of Saddleworth direction, there's a tractor run tomorrow night through Saddleworth. I think it starts in Diggle at 5 o'clock. It goes around some of the villages and Upper Mill and everything like that. So I'm going to try and go up with the FASTRAC, and Andrew wants to go up. And I think a couple of them from last night that went to Tesco do as well. So if you're around that neck of the woods, you'll have to come to Saddleworth and check it out. I'll put it on Facebook anyway. Don't forget as well, if you've not ordered a calendar, you still can. They're on eBay. The link's below this video. I'll get them out to you as soon as possible. I mean, obviously the New Year is still a good 8 or 9 days off, but I'm just not sure how fast Royal Mail get them out. So a few people have been asking from Ireland about posting them. Well, for some reason it's not letting us select the correct postage. Anyway, we're going to the post office later to see if we can sort this out, because eBay does the postage and the labels now, but it's not wanting to do it properly with the Irish sort of postage details on it. The brew room looks like 3 times as big now. It's been cleaned with all the random Amazon parcels and different things. I just hope they've not thrown out anything we needed, because I did find the handbook for the 750A drill in the bin, and my dad's also found the handbook for the Claydon drill in the bin. Anyway, I can't remember, but someone sent me that from America that watches the YouTube channel, so thanks again for that. We've now got it up over the window as a sunshade. They've also put the sign on the door, so obviously COVID secure as well that way. It's jump started. Rich's Merlo with Andy's drum pack. His new BKT tyres, they've still got the barcode on. Pair of boots. Yeah. New bucket as well, eh? Whoa. Well then, compared to the ones that used to be on it. Pretty sure a bit worn. Well, they were Alliance as well. This field had a cover crop of mustard and different things on it. You can see, and some of it was hedge mustard as well. And it was bright yellow the other week, loads of little yellow flowers all over it. And then we got that hard frost, was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? And then it was brown within, I don't know, 48 hours. So this is all dying off now, this cover crop. But the good thing is with this, now the birds can eat these little seeds, and also the hares and everything can breed on here without getting hunted by dogs, because there's such a big cover on it. This was the field I had potatoes on last year. You can see where the trailers came in and out. Hasn't really recovered that well. But the rest of the field, I'm going to just get off the headland where it's a bit mauled and waterlogged. It's not a bad stand of wheat, to be fair. You see where the soil's moved around a bit, see how the sand's washed in it. That's why we direct drill. But yeah, looks all right, to be honest. It's not a bad stand. I mean, and considering that's what, 25 centimetre row spacing. A little bit of weed on it, didn't have a pre-em spray because we'd have made too much mess putting it on. But I'm pleased with that, because it is only, I don't know, 5% of the field that's poor perhaps. But if we'd have waited and done it in the spring with spring wheat, you know, we'd have had a yield penalty of maybe 30%. So to have 5% that's rough isn't too bad. Right, so Oscar's come over from Sheffield. He's been around the Anfield. He's got his top on. Anyway, he's done the birthday bumper today, so it's a little bit small. But we've got Jensen Ralph, Sam Rust, Ian Woolley, Harry Raiders, I don't know how. Richard Temman Robinson, Ted Turner, which is at Way Farming. So happy birthday to all you guys. Christmas tree still looks good, still working. Sam's getting some logs, now we can legally tow his trailer. His tri-axle trailer, it's a beast. Keep him warm over Christmas. Right, quick question for you. So obviously this is the DEERE. Andrew's going to take that to the tractor run in Saddleworth tomorrow, because he loves that tractor and it's a lot quicker than that tractor. Now, do we take this one, 724? Do we take the FASTRAC complete with the bubble machine? We can't take that, it won't fit down the roads in Saddleworth because it's 9 foot wide. We measured it yesterday out of interest. Or do we take the 936 with the black light? The problem though is, if you can see, the damp is making the tape fall off the bonnets, and then if it rains tomorrow it might all fall off. And also the lights aren't particularly waterproof because we're using 240 volt inverter and they're not that well sealed, so I don't want it like going off, because if it goes off it'll look rubbish, because it'll just be black with a load of what looks like insulation tape on it. So I'm thinking that the better option is either the FASTRAC or the 724 if we were to take 3 up. So what do you think? 724. Andrew wants to tell it anyway. FENDT or, I've forgotten its name, 936. I know I love this tractor, but I just need to point out one thing. It doesn't half have a bit of a blind spot in this corner, because you've got that wide exhaust and you've got the 2 GPS screens. Sorry, the tractor screen and a GPS screen. So I know there's something different happening in the cabs, but when you come into junctions, certain junctions, you have to really sort of like move your head backwards and forwards in the cab to make sure nothing's hiding behind this. Now, it isn't just the fault of this tractor. They're all going that way. I don't really remember when I put a picture of the 936 at that show and it looked like it had a speed camera on the side. That was the same. And this is one of them things that's coming out of the whole AdBlue exhaust regeneration stuff, is you're going to end up with these bigger exhausts that can give you blind spots and potentially make them more dangerous. You know, we might breathe fresher air out of them, but you could get run over by one. But the JCB's done it differently. So you've just got this slim sort of straight pipe, and all the rubbish they've managed to fit on top of the batteries in that box there. So it's just like one observation I've noticed about it all is the manufacturers, to keep the same styling lines of the tractor, they just put this wide exhaust on the outside, but it's not ideal. this class as well, I have done a very in-depth look at it with the guy from class the other day. We've got a video of that, so I'm going to show you that over the Christmas period. So if there's a day when I'm not busy and the content's a bit rubbish, you can have a look at that in better detail at all the different features on it. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Quick update on the clothing. So I spoke to Stag, who are manufacturing it and distributing it. Basically, everything ordered up to that Wednesday is in the hands of the couriers. It should make it, but it's totally in their hands. It was posted at the correct time for them, saying that it'd be there on time, but there's nothing more they can do. It left their place, and I know some of it has started to arrive because people have been sending me pictures of it. I have had a bobble hat on the last few days, but that was some samples that are brilliant, to be honest, and we're going to get some of them from a different supplier just because they look smart, and we'll see. And then also Stag, don't forget, also have bobble hats very similar, but don't order now because you're not going to get it for Christmas. But obviously if it's birthdays and things like that, you can order that anytime you want because they're all made bespoke to order in Yorkshire. I better just say as well about the calendars. So any calendars ordered up until today have gone in the post today. Now, the weird thing with the calendars is I know one person that ordered 2 calendars and they arrived 4 days apart, even though they both went in the post box into the post office, stacked on top of each other. So don't ask me why that is. And I know loads of people that got them the next morning, and then other people got them 2 or 3 days later. It's completely up to Royal Mail how they're feeling or how their delivery system works. So I can only apologise for that if you've not got it. But as soon as it was ordered, they were straight in the post. Bit of a trick quiz question today. What's this? If you think you know, leave a comment below. That's about it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you've not, click subscribe or like if you've made it this far. And also, if you're a new subscriber, tell me where you're watching from, and are you a new subscriber because you've come from Tom's channel, or are you a new subscriber because you saw the tractor run in Liverpool? Let me know in the comments. It's always interesting to see where people come from. I'll see you tomorrow.